What's up guys, YellowFit. Today we are gonna talk about tires. I have done a video a long time ago about the different kind of continental tires and what I thought about tires and the price I would spend on tires and how long those tires will last me. But I thought I'll do another one because I kind of myself went back and forth in between tubeless, no tubeless, expensive, fast, soft tires versus averagely expensive or less expensive, harder, long-lasting tires. So yeah, I'm back. I've been out of the channel for quite a while and I just couldn't find any time to record and post videos, but I'm gonna try to post at least a video a week. Because there is a lot going on right now and I have a lot of ideas on bike, wheels, tires and all of those stuff. So I recently purchased those Turbo S-Work Turbo tubeless tires. First of all, I recently purchased those wheels, the Mavic Xerium Elite, which will be the subject of another video. But first, today, since we're talking about tires, let's talk about those. The S-Work Turbo from Specialized, tubeless. Those both tires cost me $80 the tire, so for a total of $160. And I made that purchase. I bought them because I had high hopes and bought them at the store. That's all they had and I thought, fuck it, just gonna buy them and see from there. And I have to say they feel quite okay, comfortable, nothing major or anything, but they're grippy, they're comfortable and they're fast enough. So performance-wise, sure, great tires. I have no complaint. That being said, it doesn't mean I think they are extraordinary or anything. But on the other hand, I have no complaint. Besides just complaining about the price, because the price is outrageous. $80 for a bike tire. It's like, what the fuck. So anyway, I bought them and been riding with them for 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks, and I've had my first flat after 2 weeks of riding only. I got quite a fair big piece of I think glass. I'm not sure it was a piece of steel, a stick of steel or something cut. Made a hole in my tire, basically my rear tire, and the sealant wouldn't seal it for a very long time, and I stopped of course, kept spinning the wheel. Eventually the sealant sealed the tire, but when I got home I tried to add air to the tire, and the tire with the sealant will not hold more than 50 psi or 40 or 50 psi of air inside. So basically the tire was done and I thought, fuck, I mean, $80 and 2 weeks done. I was quite upset and I'm about to change them because the rear one, I don't see the point of putting a tube in there, using tubeless tire with a tube inside, and knowing that the sidewall and even the front surface here has been already used quite a lot. Let me grab the rear one. Yeah, this is a rear tire that had the flats, and this is, I can show you, maybe you all can see that little hole here. It's a tiny hole. I mean, it's a tiny hole, although big enough so the sealant was not able to seal it properly. So from there, I stopped using those tires, swapped my wheels because I didn't want to, think about having a flat all the time, and I was, so anyway, I will not be using those S-Works Turbo I have here. I'm gonna swap them for other tires, and I will not be buying any more of those high-end tubeless tires. And this is the subject of the video. I think to me this is a joke. Those manufacturers sell you a tubeless high-end type tubeless tire for a high price, and sure they go fast. That being said, they don't go much faster than a cheaper tire. Let's face it. The difference is maybe 0.2. From 20 miles an hour, you're gonna go 20.2 miles an hour. But the difference to me is irrelevant, really. But I think it's also all in our mind. If we think that we got a fast tire, we're gonna tend to think we're faster. But just my point of view. So yeah, this is a joke. I will not be purchasing any more high-end tubeless or even high-end tube clincher tires, because to me, I just financially I cannot be spending $80 per tire every 2 weeks. Those tires will have those tires lasting me 6 months. I would have been fine with spending that kind of money, but there is no way I'm just gonna be spending this kind of money every 2 weeks. That's the bottom line. And the other thing is, let's talk about the tires I've been using for years now, and I really don't know why. I mean, I do know, but I should have just stick with them instead of swapping between tubeless and high-end tires. Those are the Continental Gator Skin clincher tires. Let me tell you something, they never disappoint you. Never disappoint you. I don't think I've ever gotten flat with them. They're cheap. Cheap. You can have a pair of them on Amazon for $60 the pair. So $60 those instead of $160 for those. The calculus quickly done for me. So let me tell you about those tires. I have already in a previous video, as you know, but Continental Gator Skin clincher tires. They're cheap. They last extremely long. They last a long time. I think the longest pair of those tires have lasted me was 8 months riding a lot. So the compound of this tire being a hard compound means they're gonna be a bit rougher on the road, on a harsh road. You're gonna feel that the ride is a little bit rougher. But let me tell you, it's very very minor. Most of the time you're not gonna even notice that they're rougher than another tire, honestly. Let me just put something here on the door. So the door out here stop squeaking, whatever you say. So yeah, Continental Gator Skin tires, the clinchers. So the first thing, I am done with tubeless. Why? First of all, because tubeless expensive. You need the sealant. They do seal some of your punctures, but not. I'm gonna say, so I've ridden with tubeless for a year and a half, and from my experience, they're gonna seal about half of your flats and not seal the other half. Think about it. You get a bigger piece of something in your tire. The sealant cannot seal the thing, and all of the sealant you're in the middle of nowhere, having to deal with this sealant that goes everywhere, and replace, put a tube in, which is messy. It's more difficult because tubeless tires having a tighter fit, they are harder to fit on most of the wheels, and that's the reality. And to me, all of those, when you go on the websites and you look on the internet and you see the reviews and stuff, it sounds great. Tubeless sounds great, fancy. They're saying they're more comfortable, they're more grippy, they're lighter, they're faster. My experience, comfortability, it's the same. Faster, it's the same. So speed, same. Comfortability, same. What else? Grippy. Depends how high you pump them. 90 psi clincher against 90 psi tubeless. To me, same. Grip wise, same. The only pro, I would say, will be the puncture resistant, but from my experience again, clincher have a better puncture resistance than tubeless. Only you have to choose the right clincher. So I don't know where you all live, but I live in an area here in North California where the roads are a little rough and not that clean. So there is really no point of using fast, high, expensive, thin wall tires. That's just suicide. It's just suicide. They're not gonna last you a week or two, and then you're gonna have flats, more flats. So let's face it. If you live in an area like me where the roads are not perfect and full of crap, just be safe and go for Continental, Gator Skin, bulletproof tires. I've never had any issues with them. Their sidewalls are tough, hard, solid. The rest of the compound here is really solid as well. So you can go for an endurance ride or even a short ride or whatever ride and have the peace of mind not to worry about having a puncture, because let's face it, whether you ride by yourself or with a group, having a puncture, it's a pain in the ass, it bothers everybody, it's messy, you end up having black hands, black beeps, yeah, it's a pain. So in my case, I'd rather have 0.2 or 0.1 less speed and the peace of mind and just being flat free. That's just my point of view, but I think it will be the point of view of many of you guys. And yeah, tubeless, I'm done. High hand tires, clincher or tubeless, I'm done. I'm back to Gator Skin clinchers, and I don't think I'll ever go back to any other kind of tires. And once again, be careful with what you see on the internet, the data about how fast are the tires, how comfortable they are, how grippy they are. Make your own experience, try things out, and judge then. And I have, and I came to the conclusion that for anybody really, I was gonna say for the average cyclist, but for anybody really, the tire, speed-wise, grip-wise, does not matter that much. What matters a lot is how high is the pressure inside, and of course you want to have a decent compound, but those Continental Gator Skin, they have a great compound. I mean, they grip you already. You don't need anything else. So weight-wise, it's pretty much the same, because think about it, tubeless tires are bigger, thicker, so they weigh more than a clincher. Only the clincher you have to add the tube weight, but once again it's minor weights. We are talking about 20 gram. 20 gram is not going to change any kind of performance, even uphill. So think about it. I mean, 20 gram is easy to lose on your body, super easy. Lose weight on yourself rather than losing weight of especially irrelevant weight like that on tires. So that's all. Give me a thumbs up, ask question if you want to. I'm gonna come up with a new video about wheels as well. I've gotten some disappointment with the wheels I've bought, and you know, I have to talk about that as well. Just as tires, there is a lot of commercial and data, and those don't really advertising, and those don't really match up with the reality, with, you know, the real cycling. So that's it.